Hey folks, what do anime, fighter jets, and shoot 'em up action have in common? The answer on today's Worth Collecting.
Worth collecting. Worth collecting? Absolutely. Worth collecting. Worth collecting? Worth collecting. Worth collecting. Worth collecting? Yes, it is.
So today's game is UN Squadron, arcade release from Capcom, came out in '89, and then for the Super Nintendo in 1991. So again, I promised fighter jets, as you can see, shoot 'em up action, and anime. So this game has a very distinct style. It's very similar to old school anime from the 80s, and that's because it's based on a manga from the late 70s, early 80s, and then a mini-series anime that came out in 85, 86. I want to say it was 3 episodes, OVA, called Area 88. Although some of the references to the anime have been cut out of the game, it's definitely, you can still tell that it's got that distinct anime style to it. So let's have a look. So if you're familiar with any of the old school anime, you know, Voltron, Fist of the North Star, stuff like that, it had a very distinct anime style, even Speed Racer. You know, the characters have a very particular design to them. A lot of the characters have very sharp noses. And this character right here looks like Elrond from Lord of the Rings. So there's that. So there's 3 different pirates you can choose from, and they each have different ability sets. Their planes, I guess, vary a little bit, how much damage they can take. I normally choose the heavy set guy, but for this video, we're going to choose Shin and see what they're like. You play through the stages, you earn money, and you can buy different jets. Starting out, you just have the F-8E Crusader. And you can also level up your vehicles. There's different things that you can buy with the money to make the stages easier. I'm going to just start off with these bombs because there's ground forces. So a lot of times people are like, man, this Forgotten game's awesome. There's no way you forgot this game if you played it on Super Nintendo. More than likely, it's a game that you just haven't discovered yet, and I definitely suggest you do. So yeah, we got ground forces, tanks down there, and you have to dodge the vehicles, you have to dodge the bullets from the vehicles. Utter chaos. The bosses are very large. It's a Capcom game, so you know it's put together well. Gameplay loop, a lot of fun. As different enemies come at you, certain ones are a different color, and you can tell, you know, which ones you're looking for, because they'll drop power-ups. And yeah, there's a lot going on. You take enough hits, and your life bar will drop, but it refills after a second. You also have lives at the end of, you know, your ship's health bar. You'll lose a life, and you'll go to the purchase screen in between, which will allow you to pick up new equipment that'll make the mission easier. And I'm dead. And Elrond will tell me to pick another stage. Mr. Anderson. You can't pick another stage because I haven't, you know, moved forward any. But I did unlock some more money so I can get some more stuff. So we're going to get the cluster bomb. and we're going to get the regular bombs again. There's kind of a nuke here I can purchase too, but I'm not going to. And you use the triangle button to switch between your different... crap. I'll just waste the cluster bomb. Let's take it off of that until we get to the boss. You can hold the button down and do a machine gun type action, but if you hold it down, you run out of charge, and you'll stop firing for a second, so it's better to kind of hold it down for a second and then release it, and then hold it down for a second and then release it. And you will learn where the enemies are, because they come in the same locations every time, so that is helpful. You got to learn your patterns. These anti-air guns are annoying. See if I can take the boss this time. I used up all my clusters. That's alright. Boss down. Those bombs really help out when you're taking on the tank. Of course, bombs, ground forces, makes sense, right? Oh yeah, barrel roll. And like all Capcom games, in between each level, you get funny little quips from your characters. And the cool thing is you can choose different places to go at this point, and there's different stages, so you do have some control over it. So if you want to get some more money, so before you go take out the stealth plane, you can do that. However, I think if they reach your base, Area 88 there, you lose. So we're going to go ahead and try to take out this plane and cut them off. It's got stealth capabilities. Alright. Still don't have enough money to buy another plane. Probably if I beat the stage, I'd be able to buy the F-20. But probably not going to get to see that in today's video. This one is a lot more difficult than the last one because the planes are doing flips and coming about on me, and they're shooting at the same time. So while you're trying to avoid them coming back at you, they'll be shooting bullets at you at the same time, and it'll put you right in the path of where you're trying to dodge at. Now we got these larger planes coming in at me. It almost feels kind of like Contra meets 1942 or Contra meets 1943, if you've ever played either of those. I know you've played Contra, but everyone's played Contra. I've taken significant damage now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive the boss, if I even get to him. That's nice, yes, yes. I'm going to try to get to the boss so you can see him before I die. Nice if I can get some life power up here, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think my plane's going to get out of danger. I think we're red alert all the way in. This guy drops little cluster bombs and then has a rear gunner that last time I fought him, he just nuked me. Yep, just like that. Like I said, I could not play this and skip to a different level if I wanted to. Let's try the one over top of the water. Although I think, like I said, if he reaches your base, you don't have any choice but to do that stage. Or you could instantly lose. Who knows? Probably going to have boats coming at us on this one. Man, I'm already in danger. Yep, there's a boat. Oh, and he's got SAMs. Oh, that hurt. Game over. And you have 3 continues, and then it's game over for real. Okay, so what do we think? Again, do you like anime? I do. Do you like side-scrolling shooters? I do. Do you like fighter jets? I mean, who doesn't like fighter jets? They're awesome. So this game is I saw somebody describe it as a couple of guys sat down and we're having a beer and said, hey, let's make an anime about fighter jets. And they did. And then somebody's like, hey, you remember that anime that those people made about fighter jets? Let's turn that into a game. And here we are. So yeah, I get kind of excited talking about it because I really enjoyed this game. So I was 11 when this came out. Yeah, 11 years old. And I remember going to Movie Time and renting the Super Nintendo and this game so I could play it. I want to say my buddy had it too, but I distinctly remember renting the Super Nintendo and it coming in this giant briefcase thing and hooking it up and playing this particular game as well as Super Castlevania 4, which I'd probably do a video on at some point because that's worth collecting. But is this game worth collecting? So the soundtrack's great. The art style is great. I mean, copying an anime style for a video game, it just makes sense. And the people who did the drawing, the animating, the style, they really knew what they were doing. It holds up. I really enjoy this style of art. And again, the music, it's catchy, it carries you. The gameplay loops good. Being able to buy different jets, having different characters you can choose from with different sets of abilities. The game is just fun to play. I mean, I like the characters. I mean, there's not a whole lot to the character development here, but still, it's an interesting plot. I mean, you're up against a group of terrorists. You're a special group of UN fighters, and I mean, it's great. It's great. It's cool. Worth collecting. Absolutely. So you can pick UN Squadron up for about $28 loose or about $36 complete in box. If you find a new sealed copy, it's going to go for about 215. So not an exorbitantly priced game by any means. I picked mine up for about 35 bucks and this was a couple of weeks ago and I'm happy with that price mainly because I just really enjoy this game. That being said, totally worth 28 bucks. You should definitely pick it up. Totally worth collecting. Look forward to seeing y'all with my next video. Who knows what it'll be? We'll be collecting something and telling you whether or not you should waste your time and your money on that wonderful game or that dud. Let's find out. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. That's like, subscribe, and share. One day I'll learn to talk and record videos at the same time, but that day is not today. We'll see you next time. Adieu.